Tonight, if you're trying to catch a show at the Kennedy Center, you better do it quick because President Trump announced that it's going to be shutting its doors for 2 years starting this July. He's citing renovations. But the reality is, cancellations have been piling up since his name was added to the building. And a source tells CNN's Dana Bash that the Kennedy Center does not have a 2026-2027 season, and there would not have been any programming to announce. The president also saying he's not going to tear it down, but he's going to use some of the steel and some of the marble. I'm just wondering what's your reaction to this, Chris?
Well, I was there in 1994, 95, and it was kind of dumpy then. So, I mean, if anybody wants to renovate it, I think it's a good idea. I don't particularly like the idea of the president putting his name on it. I think it should be the Kennedy Center, and I wish that it would just stay that way. But I really see all the cancellations that are occurring right now as being kind of one of the driving forces for this renovation. But again, I think the renovation is actually needed.
So, Sheila, the president also wants to build a 250-foot triumphal arch in D.C. It's rivaled only by the U.S. Capitol, which is 288 feet. The Arc de Triomphe is a measly 160 feet. This is a president that wants to reshape physically Washington, put his name on things, all kinds of stuff. And also, by the way, the money, there's a lot of money at stake here. He's raising it from private donors. That's also a factor as well.
He seems to have a little trouble distinguishing between what belongs to the U.S. government, the American citizens, the taxpayers, the people who live in Washington, and what is his personal property to do with it what he wishes. That seems to be just sort of an issue he has. I also just find it odd the amount of time he is spending obsessing about these little baubles that he wants to build for himself. And again, what does this do for the people who voted for him because they thought that he was going to help bring down the cost of living and make education, housing, groceries, healthcare better and more affordable? You know, that's what his voters voted for. They did not vote for him to build a bunch of arches and monuments to himself and turn everything gold. How is this helping
the time
any
factor
Americans?
Is a big thing. I mean, he's already got the East Room. He's now going to personally oversee God knows what, because nobody has seen any information about what he's going to do to the Kennedy Center. This is a critical political time. He's spending his time on this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think looking at a drawing and saying build that is really spending too much time. I just think this is one of those things that we're going to get all worked up over because Trump is doing it. At the end of the day, if they build this arch, it'll be a beautiful thing. There's one down the block here in Washington Square Park. People go, they take pictures in front of it. It'll be a nice thing. And by the way, let's just correct the record about the Kennedy Center. You can go to kennedykcenter.org, and there are plays every single night in the month of February. There are plays, performances, screenings.
Yeah, no.
Every single night.
There are plays. Hold on.
The idea
there are
that
plays,
yes,
right?
Place because
there are
Trump
plays
is not active.
and there are performances right now. Many of those were locked in and put in place prior to Trump's takeover of the Kennedy Center. This source was talking to Dana about the 2026-2027 season, which had not yet been booked, and that's a serious problem. They can't get people to want to put their time and their effort and their money into this
Kennedy
thing
Center
that
honors
is now
raised
politically
double the
fraught.
amount of the last Biden Kennedy Center.
Okay, all right, and the lowest ratings.
Double the amount.
Okay,
Double the
so
amount.
that's also a problem. All right, we got to go though, because next the panel is going to give us their nightcap.